Episode 4, The Earthquake Story. Hello, I'm Christina Choi. Today's Global Citizen Story is a true story about an earthquake. Let me introduce today's hero, an 80-year-old Chinese boy named Lin Hao. The story begins during the 2008 Sichuan earthquake in China, which was measured at 7.9. A 7.9 earthquake is a major one where roads and buildings can be destroyed and many people can die or get hurt. Indeed, over 70,000 people lost their lives due to this earthquake. Where was Lin Hao, who was second grader at the time, and what was he doing on the day of the earthquake? On May 12th at 2:47 p.m., Lin Hao was walking in the classroom hallway. At that moment, the school completely collapsed and the ceiling fell on top of him. As he was running for his life, he noticed two of his classmates lying unconscious in the hallway. Lin Hao barely climbed up to a window and was the first one to escape from his class. Once he knew that he was safe, he did something very extraordinary. What could that be? He went back to the collapsing hallway and started to drag his classmates who were lying unconscious, one by one, through the window to get them to safety. In the process, he injured his head and arm, but he kept going nonetheless. Later, when asked how he could do this in the face of such danger, he responded, "I was in charge of guarding the hallway that day. Taking care of my friends was my duty." Lin Hao's class had 30 students, but only 10 survived and escaped. While they waited for hours for the rescue workers to come, I imagine they must have been quite fearful, sad, worried, or horrified. How did they endure hours of such ordeal? There was another surprising thing that Lin Hao and the 9 children did. Lin Hao encouraged his friends to sing together in order to muster up courage in such a time of shock and terror. Finally, when the rescue teams thankfully arrived and the children were relieved. Less than 3 months after the Sichuan earthquake, the Beijing Olympic was held, and Lin Hao led out the national Chinese team at the opening ceremony. I guess it was because Lin Hao had a huge impact on Chinese society for his courage and wisdom. If you were a small little second grader like Lin Hao, would you have gone back into a collapsing building to save your friends? Don't you think it takes some wisdom and leadership to convert the fear into hope? I told this story to Korean children in Gyeongju, where there was a series of earthquakes in 2016. Gyeongju area experienced a 5.7 earthquake. It was not just one earthquake, but the continuous aftershocks nearly 500 times in the following weeks that seriously affected the local residents, and particularly the children suffered a lot. I was invited to the largest elementary school in the area to help them with their PTSD. There were about 1,000 students. Almost all of them were struggling with anxiety, pain, sleep disturbances, difficulties in concentration, and many such symptoms of PTSD from the earthquakes. At the end of the Heart Math Resilience program, I share the story of Lin Hao. During the break time, Two first-grader girls approached to me. They smiled and said, "We like the story because now we know what to do when we are scared." So I asked, "What would you do next time?" Then they looked at each other and said, "We'll take deep breaths, help each other, and sing together." It seems like that they really understood something important. I too sing when I face a big challenge or feel stressed, which lightens me up and gives hope. According to a study in Israel, it's even better holding hands of someone you care, which reduces the stress hormone level and helps recover from distress quicker. If you experience a big unexpected event like an earthquake, what would you do? Today's Global Citizen story was about an 8-year-old boy, Lin Hao, who saved two friends and encouraged his friends in the midst of chaos and fear during the earthquake in China. Thank you. Global Citizen stories are not biographies that cover the entire life of a particular individual. The purpose is not to share every aspect of one's life, but to share certain inspirational aspects.